All right, family. We live with the general. Y'all already know what time it is. We keep it all the way turned up. You feel me? For liberation, black power. We're gonna be talking about this pastor, this pimping pastor, out here telling people don't blame white cops and don't blame the police for being brutal. Blame the fact that you ain't subservient, nigga. You should be submissive. You should be submissive to authority. You feel what I'm saying? You should be submissive to massa. You should be submissive to massa. Do you hear what I'm saying? And so, yeah, they got them a good one out here today. I mean, I don't know. It's an epidemic of these raccoon niggas out here today. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I think they making them up in incubators, and you know what I'm saying? Test tube Negroes, GMNs, genetically modified niggas. That's what we got going on today, family. They want you to bow down to authority, whatever that means. You ain't got no authority over me. You ain't got no authority over me. You feel me? Oh, I'm one with the universe. So I ain't no, see, that's where you fall. You imprison yourself. Before we get busy, family, make sure y'all click that link down there in the chat, over there in the chat, Patreon. Get over there, get that work from the general, over 600 exclusive live stream. Yeah, we got this video from this Negro. And I want to hear, I have never seen so much pathetic, dialogue and commentary on this internet in my life. I say, wow, today is at an all-time high. It's at an all-time high of these, of kundurria and crackatosis and niggeritis and, all the 12 epidemic chronic diseases of niggas today, and so I'm gonna play this pastor. Obviously, he out of New York because I heard him mention something about Hollis Queen. So, I guess that's where he at. Matter of fact, wait a minute. Okay, matter of fact, I'm in the wrong one, but that's all right. I'm gonna switch it up. That's all right. That's all right. Matter of fact, yeah, that's all right. I'll switch it up. We're gonna be talking about this pastor, this this pimping pastor. Matter of fact, let me go on. Let me see if I can edit it right now. No, I can't edit it right now. Let me see. Let me see. That's why I got to make sure. I'm looking. Yeah, we're in the house, family. Yeah, we in the house. That's why, they trying to shut it. Yeah, they want to put Reverend Pork Chop on you. They want to put Reverend Pork Chop on you. You understand? And that's why you got to lead. That's why the church ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? Been a damn instrument of destruction on black people. Because he's taking the place of the house nigga. You see what I'm saying? You don't talk back. Don't talk back to Massa. Massa been good to you. You see? Massa been good to you. You can't do that. Yeah, Massa been good to you. Yeah, he gave you all them chitlins last night. You know what I'm saying? Gave you all them good chitlins, and you gonna talk back to Massa. You want to be free. Where you gonna go? Master made it good for you. You see? Master, gave you a job. They say they gave niggas job. Gave niggas jobs. Yeah, why would you be upset? You know, brought you here, gave you a job. You had civilizations and empires, but now the good white man then gave you a job. You know, why would you turn back now? Yeah, we about to get busy. Don't worry. Let me see if I can edit this. Yeah, let me see if I can edit this. Okay, we're in the house. Yeah, I did edit it. Okay, it's up there. Yeah. We in the house. And so let's play this. Let's go on and get this. Let's go on and get this up here and listen to this Negro and see what he got to say. See if you agree with him.
To teach our children to not fight against authority, not fight against cops, not rebel. Be model citizens. Stop being rebellious towards authority. Be submitted to laws and ordinances. Stop parking in handicapped spaces unless you want a reason to park there. Pay your taxes and stop cheating on your documents. I'm gonna go deep. I'm about to get everybody mad. Stop bending your numbers. Watch. The Lord said, give back to Caesar what belongs to him. That is, be submitted to governmental authority. See, now watch. I see all of y'all looking at me. You know why you're looking at me like that? Because you don't read.
You hear that?
After Jesus is resurrected, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. When I was 15 years old, I'm walking up Hollis. I'm walking down Hollis in Queens. And an Italian cop drove right by me. And I locked eyes with the cop, and we stared at each other. He drove by. My ego and his ego. No cameras, no iPhones, no social media, no recordings. And then he says one word to me. Listen to what he says to me. This is what he says to me. He says to me, watch, say something. And in that moment, I hear the voice of my mom and my father. Son, obey authority. Son, respect your elders. Son, don't be in trouble out there with the police. Son, make sure you listen to people when they talk, and I can hear them blah, 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 blah. No. And in that moment, with that Glock pressed to my head, I got to make a decision. Either my ego is going to be strong, or my submission to authority is going to be stronger than my.
See, this is where, you know, I'm going to just step right on in. Let me step right on in. I'm gonna bring him back in. You know what I'm saying? Let me first and foremost. You see, you know, when you speak about authority, you see, all authority is not legal authority. You know, so just because somebody is authoritative over you does not mean that's a legal authority. You see, that means they got power over you. But just because he got power over you does not mean that that's a legal authority or legal power. Some authority needs to be overthrown. You see, you know, and see what this Negro is saying, what this nigga is saying, because when you go back to any revolution, you see, yeah, any revolution, tell that to the American, you talking about authority, the motherfuckers that's in authority right now overthrew authority. You see, they overthrew authority. The British crown was the authority of the original 13 states. Colonies of America, you know, but because in their eyes they were illegitimate, you see that they was not fair, and you know that they were in essence imprisoning the white colonists here in America. They were imprisoning them, and economically, you know what I'm saying, imprisoning them, and that they didn't see no other recourse other than to overthrow them. You have what they call the American Revolution. See, the Russian Revolution, they overthrew authority. The French Revolution, they overthrew authority. See, this nigga go, but he want the people that in power got in power by overthrowing authority. See, but when you see, the thing is, but when you when you become the authority, then you gonna teach not to overthrow authority. You in power, nah. Yeah, you in power now. And because you in power now, you see, you gonna teach the very opposite of what you was practicing. You understand what I'm saying? In order to assume power, now you gonna teach the exact opposite of that. You see, so all while you was fighting authority, it was overthrow authority. But when you come into authority, now is be submissive. And you know what I'm saying? And so we cannot listen to Negroes like this. This is stay on the plantation. If it's an illegal authority. Now, this nigga don't know nothing about the damn Bible or nothing, because if Satan is ruling the world, then that say be submissive to Satan. It says that Satan would rule the fucking world. So how in the fuck is you gonna be submissive to authority if it's Satan that's ruling the goddamn world? Even as a Christian, nigga, you supposed to be fighting the powers that be. Yeah, this nigga, this bootlicking nigga. Yeah, he come in here bootlicking. Like, I mean, I ain't never seen no nigga like that. You got some people that will be submissive and they'll still blow your goddamn brains out. See, that's what they not telling you. You see what I'm saying? You know what you got these Neanderthals out here. You could be submissive to them, and they'll still blow your damn brains out. Do you know that? Do you know that? So a lot. See, and at a time right now, see, you got to fight the powers that be. You got to fight the powers that be. You see, because you ain't gonna never get no goddamn justice. They mad about Carmelo, not because. For me, it ain't about right or wrong. He has that rebellious slave mentality that they have always, you understand what I'm saying, punished. And, they've never, any type of violation from a rebellious slave. And so Carmelo is one of them rebellious slaves, right or wrong. When the white man tell you to do something, this is what he's saying, nigga, do it. That's all he's saying. Anytime the white man tell you to do something, nigga, do it. And jump to it, even if he's wrong, even if just abide by, you ain't gonna never get off the plantation like that. You ain't gonna never get off the plantation. If he's in authority, submit to authority. I mean, so if authority tell you, nigga, to stay in a slave's position for eternity, is that what you gonna do? You see? Is it divine? Is it divine? Is it righteous? Is it does it relate to our liberation? Does it relate to our elevation? And if it don't, goddamn it, we banging. We ain't got no time for no Neanderthal minded nigga that's gonna sit up here and try to get us to be submissive to nothing. Either it's legal, either it's righteous, or it's not. If the damn devil is in power, then you are supposed to refute the devil. You ain't, this nigga's a liar. That nigga teaching that slave religion. That nigga's a slave. He's teaching slave religion. At least the damn, so when and I say this about Martin Luther King, and I know there was, at least they got out there and walk and put their life on the motherfucking line. Shit, you know what I'm saying? They got out there and bang. Here come a nigga talking about be submissive. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't gonna boycott, nigga. You ain't gonna get out here and on the front line, nigga, and march. And even if you got the goddamn march, you know what I'm saying? If you but do more than just march. But if you want to get out there and make some noise, make some motherfucking noise. Sometimes you have to let a motherfucker know before they step off in that goddamn that lion's den. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about to be on. Sometimes you have to give that motherfucker that one last warning. You know what I'm saying? Because it's about to be on, and it's gonna be fire all over this motherfucker if you don't know how to act and treat people. You see, but see, this is historically, the pastor has always been one of those instruments that they have used against black people. Here it is. And that's why them niggas don't come out to church and shit. And you look all around the communities of Black America, and you can look right behind the goddamn church, and the houses is missing and vacant lots, and he gonna keep telling you about some white Jesus and God gonna come back. And then nigga, if he ain't coming by tomorrow, goddamn it, we gonna have to rise up. You understand what I'm saying? Get God on the main line. That's what I said. You know, you can't hit, get God on the main line. I want to look into this Negro pastor. I want to know I'm going to look into this nigga. I'm not letting up off of this nigga because he out of pocket to come out here at a time and tell people to be submissive to what authority? What authority is this nigga talking about be submissive to? Wait a minute, y'all in the house. Let's go back to this shit, man. Let's go back to this shit. Let's go back to this garbage.
Instead, teach your Black children to be obedient towards authority. And I don't care if most of y'all are Black. You need to teach your children to obey authority. We need to teach our sons and daughters to obey authority. We need to teach our children to not fight against authority, not fight against cops, not rebel. Be model citizens. Stop being rebellious towards authority.
I can't listen to this nigga. I can't listen to no shit like this, man. I can't listen. Yeah, I can't listen to no Negro. They should have lynched this nigga. If y'all get this nigga some money, even the goddamn pastors coming up was revolutionary. Goddamn it, wasn't Nat Turner a bishop? Shit. Where's Nat Turner? Bishop Nat Turner. I need the right Reverend Nat Turner. That's who I want. If I'm gonna listen to a Reverend, goddamn it, it's gonna be the right Reverend Nat Turner. It ain't gonna be no nigga talking about obey authority. Nigga, Satan, nigga, according to the Bible, Satan is in control. He's in authority right now. So you gonna be submissive to Satan, fool? What kind of Negro is this, man? This perpetrating the fraud ass nigga. Man, I'm gonna find out, but I ain't gonna let up off this nigga. He got one on his head. Now I'm gonna chase this nigga. I'm gonna chase him. I'm gonna go to his fake book. I'm gonna go wherever I can get him. I say, man, I want to sit down and talk with you. You know what I'm saying? Sit down and so I can, don't run from me neither, nigga. I want to sit down and talk with you. How the hell you gonna teach your sons to be submissive? Teach your children to be submissive to a wicked regime. You understand what I'm saying? A wicked regime. They don't show us no damn. And nigga put his hands out the window. They still dragging. I see how many goddamn videos they say put your hands out the window. Nigga put his hands out. They still drag the nigga out the car. Like, damn, why you do me like I'm listening. You know what I'm saying? Here it is. You got all these Black people that listen and they still drag them out, because he's a vile Neanderthal, a vile police. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't fight, you know what I'm saying? Or you might, some of them fought and saved their life. Because goddamn it, here it is. Some of these wicked police, they have it in their mind when they stop you that they gonna kill a nigga today. They don't give a goddamn, this my nigga. I got to stay with my quota. I ain't killed me a nigga in a while. Today my day. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't fight for your goddamn life, you ain't gonna have one. If you don't fight in being submissive to a devil that got nothing but diabolical hate in his heart, it will not be the determining factor of whether you stay alive or not. Do you understand what I'm saying? Authority. So so if he put the gun up to your head, what if he do it tomorrow? What if he do it the next day? And you submit? So you just gonna keep letting this Neanderthal stick a Glock to the back of your head, nigga? What kind of shit is that? You couldn't tell no Neanderthals no shit like that because they not. If the police was doing, they would have a revolution. They would not submit. They would have a revolution. You see what I'm saying? They're just like telling them, goddamn it, you know, whatever the price we put on the tea, these motherfuckers went to war over tea and shit like that. You understand the price of products? They went, not the fact that they was literally killing their ass. They went to war over the price of products. Here we is over here losing life, blood, family. You know what I'm saying? And you know, lynchings and burnings and all of that. And here these motherfuckers went to war over tea. You see what I'm saying? You know, the Boston Tea Party, and here niggas is talking about be submissive. Man, that nigga should be rebuked. Even in the realm of Christendom, he should be rebuked. Because if authority is the devil, then you supposed to rise up. You supposed to rebuke the devil. The only person that's going to submit to the devil is a devil. Now, hell, you going to submit to a damn devil? That didn't even make no sense. That nigga need to leave the book alone. That's why we don't need niggas like him in Christianity. You see what I'm saying? You don't need in no religion, because there's some reverends that can work that. They can work the book into our liberational favor. They can work the book if they wanted to. You see, just like they go in there and get all the pacifying verses. If niggas wanted to go in there and get all the verses that, you know, validate liberation and revolution, you could do that. You understand? It depends on the foundation of your thinking and where you want to go with it. You see? And where you want to go with it. And so that's what they saying. You know, Carmelo Anthony, you know, had a rebellious spirit. He had that rebellious slave spirit, that turn of spirit, no matter what. No matter what, right or wrong. We, you know, right or goddamn wrong. They don't want no slaves to be taking the life of no white man or no white woman. That's just a fact. Let's see, the thing is, we can get off into the little, you know, the fine print, but the big print is they will never be, you know, contempt with niggas killing white people. Right or wrong. Right or wrong. You can be all the way in the right, and they gonna find some wrong in that. You see what I'm saying? This is not a society, or no white society is gonna be comfortable with niggas killing white people. Right or wrong. Just understand that. Okay? And so, you know, every time, you know, but when they kill, we have to fight all the way to the tooth, all the way to, you know, to the last iota, the last breath. You got to fight to get some type of justice. You understand what I'm saying? For people that have been, for every high profile killing of a black. You understand what I'm saying? Every fucking time. Even if you got video and you know, even with the knee in the man's throat, they still fought for them. They still have and people don't know they had fucking GoFundMes. Yeah, they got GoFundMes. One of them got about $300,000. One of them got about $200,000. So shit, they economically you know, back, you know, the killers, you know, in their race, under their jurisdiction. You see what I'm saying? The police and shit like that. You know, so it is what it is, man. So you could get into the individualism of it if you want to. I know the broader picture of the overall understanding of the conditions that we are in. And it's no different than the plantation, because this still the plantation. You know what I'm saying? And they are not going, there's no way that they're going to become comfortable with black people, because they intend to do some more fuck shit to you. they intend to do some more fuck shit to you. So just know that. They ain't stopped doing fucking shit to you. So if you get in your heart and mind that you gonna start stopping some of this shit, and your methodology on stopping some of this shit could be violent, then you understand what I'm saying. They not right or wrong. You could be all the way right. And it's gonna be a hard fought trial. Even if you win, it's gonna be a hard fought trial. And the motherfucker gonna do little to no time. Gonna do little to no goddamn time. You see what I'm saying? Here they get Carmelo 35 years, and then the motherfucking police that killed George Floyd. How many years them motherfuckers? Them motherfuckers almost already about to get out of here. They're almost ready to get out now. You see what I'm saying? They almost ready to get out now. They give him 35 years, and everybody else, they get little to no 10 years or something like that. But they're going to be out. You know what I'm saying? They're going to make sure that they parole their ass out of here. So we most definitely not going to let up off of this pastor. We're going to be on his ass. I'm going to find out who he is. I will return back, and family, y'all make sure y'all click the Patreon link. Get over there, man. We got over 600 exclusive live stream. The general keep it, all the way 1,000. You know what I'm saying? Black power. To all the family out there supporting Carmelo, continue to support. You see what I'm saying? Don't get into you understand? If you're going to fight that hard for a damn Neanderthal, nigga, get back on your job for your ancestors that didn't get no motherfucking justice, nigga. Get on that. It's hundreds of millions of our ancestors never received no justice, but you going to get your bitch ass out here and fight hard on this particular case to show how liberal your bitch ass is and how, it's all about Americanism. It's about being fair, and all of that. But you ain't never received no goddamn justice for your ancestors. But now you want to put all your energy in on this particular to fight for Austin Metcalf, you Negro, you. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. We own your ass. You see what I'm saying? We until our ancestors receive all the justice that's due to them for the violations of their humanity. I could give a goddamn. I could give a goddamn about any of them. You see what I'm saying? Hey, ain't they say what the Bible say, oh Reverend? Just say, goddamn it, say the sins of the fathers will be visited upon the children to the 13th generation. Ain't that what they say? It says the sins of the fathers will be visited upon the children into the 13th goddamn generation. So you get what the fuck you put out and quit crying and keep saying you a Christian and all of this. And then when it comes to the verses that you understand when I'm condemn your wickedness, you want to skip over them. You want to skip over them goddamn verses, but I'm here to bring them up and let them know that, yeah, our ancestors has, they got what they call it, a point. They got a point. You understand what I'm saying? And for a victory for one of our ancestors that didn't receive no damn justice. Hey, it is what it is. If I'm wrong, then say the Lord is wrong. God damn it. If I'm wrong, then say the Lord is wrong. All right, family. I'll see y'all in a minute, man. We be black. Don't you go nowhere. Click on Patreon, become a patron, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. Black Pop.